Stop resisting! Release the wheel!
29213 18th Avenue South. And a verbal dispute with their neighbor.
Stop resisting! Release the wheel! Release the wheel! Let go! Get out of the car now!
What did I do?
Now, I'm pretty sure that no department in this United States teaches an officer to strike a unarmed young lady that's resisting. I will give you that. She's resisting. She's resisting, and it's a struggle. With two cops there, you have one lady that's basically acting like a kid, grabbing onto the seat, grabbing onto the seat belt, holding the door handles and things like that. You felt the need to strike this lady across the head and the back area with your baton. I'm pretty sure there's no police department in the United States that teaches this in any kind of academy or in any kind of in-service. But let's keep going.
You brought this on yourself!
Now look at the way he has this lady. Do you think it's necessary to take out your baton and hit this lady? Just to take out your baton at all? Yes, it's a struggle. But do you have any reason to take out your baton and strike this lady across the legs just because she's balled up in a knot like that? You know, do you feel if you was an officer? I mean, some people may think it's necessary. Some people may think, but I find that officers, what happens is I bet you if this lady wasn't a heavy set lady and she was just a lady that, the officer made a thought she was a nice looking young lady or a regular old lady, they wouldn't have been striking her across the head and striking her across the leg with the baton during a situation like this where you're basically just trying to pull the person out of the car.
Please have mercy.
Come out now! Now! Stop resisting!
Really? Now I know this is not tall. This is something these type of officers do all the time. This is the type of stuff they do all the time. This is not you overreacting on one call. And as you can see, the officer that's standing behind the door over there with his gloves on, watching these two officers, he does nothing. He doesn't intervene. He doesn't say, hey, stop. Now, they could have held that lady and one grabbed one arm, the other one grabbed the other arm, and she's going to run out of breath in a second or two. Or all three of y'all could have triple teamed her and got a handcuff. See, guys, you have to protect citizens from themselves. Everybody is not in the right state of mind. And not just because, and I'll say this to say that. I say that to say this. Just because you're doing things right, you are trying to protect citizens, you're laid back, you want to help the citizens, whether they're the perpetrator or they're not. I mean, if it calls for you to take out your baton and strike a person, if it calls for you to pepper spray somebody, if it calls for you to use your apply your taser or even your service weapon, you need to be mindful that you're out there with other officers and citizens and protect yourself. It doesn't mean be complacent. It doesn't mean be complacent and put yourself in situations where you're not able to protect the public and yourself and the other officers. But you do have to protect certain citizens from themselves because they're just not in the right state of mind. Some people don't react the same way when giving instructions, or they come in contact with the police. So you have to be mindful of that. Some people just spaz out, just like a kid would in a store. They ball up in a knot, don't want to move. That's just how they are. And sometimes you have to use the least amount of force to get them to comply. You don't have to go into full mode striking this woman across the face like that. And I'm pretty sure they don't teach this in any kind of academy or any kind of training in any department in the United States.
You're hurting me! Let me go!
Please stop resisting and cooperate. Get in there!
Please! Don't do this!
You're under arrest. Stop!
Yeah, guys, you just, like I say, it's a difference between being a professional officer and just being a rogue or a criminal, walking around with a badge with a lot of authority, always hollering about officer safety, always hollering about they're resisting, always talking about, oh, don't never do this to the police, you're gonna lose all the time. And that's fine and dandy. But those kind are the kind with the mindset that any kind of little resistance, I'm gonna go to the lethal force. I'm gonna act and I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna be deceitful like I'm trying to get you to comply, but I'm really trying to instigate a situation so I can do what I really want to do, and that's cause harm to somebody. Because there's plenty of people out here. There's plenty of bad people out here that you're going to have to do those things too. And I say that all the time. You're going to have to go to the extreme amount of force. You're going to find yourself in fights. You're going to find yourself, dealing with people that's very, very extremely dangerous. But when you find the citizens that's not complying, you want to give them the benefit of the doubt most of the time. I mean, that's what I do. I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. And I see there are a lot of officers that use those tactics of trying to coerce somebody into their vehicle in order to effect arrest or order to detain them, vice versa, beating the hell out of them and then throwing them in there. And that's just that old loose cannon shit. And that's when that's a mental issue that you have. That's a mental issue that you have. Either that stems from you don't get the respect you want in without outside the badge. The people around you, they don't see you in the light that you want them to see you in, or you're just trying to make a name for yourself. You're just trying to make a name for yourself in a renegade department. And that's what it boils down to. But nevertheless, guys, this is very, 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 very nasty. It's very nasty way to slap that lady across her face like that.
Fired, shots fired.